This is Brandon Lee with BetFirms.com here with your 2012 Oregon State football predictions. Coach Mike Riley and the Oregon State Beavers were riding high from 2006 to 2009 when they recorded 4 consecutive seasons with at least 8 wins. The past 2 seasons, however, haven't provided fans with as much to cheer about. After finishing 5-7 in 2010, the Beavers fell to 3-9 last season. Those 3 wins were their fewest since 1997. I don't think Riley is on the hot seat, but he could be heading into next year if Oregon State misses out on a bowl game for a 3rd straight year. The Beavers finished 11th in the Pac-12 in scoring last season with 21.8 points per game. They ranked 10th in the conference in total offense with 373.7 yards per game. The 286.8 passing yards they averaged per contest were good for 5th in the league, but the 86.9 rushing yards they tallied each Saturday was the worst mark in the Pac-12. Sophomore quarterback Sean Mannion, who completed 64.5% of his throws for 3,328 yards with 16 touchdowns and 18 interceptions last season, appears ready to be a star. He gained a ton of confidence and experience while carrying the load last year. Mannion has no shortage of weapons to throw to with Marcus Wheaton, Brandon Cooks, and Jordan Bishop all back. Wheaton led the team with 73 receptions and 986 receiving yards last year. While the passing game should once again be explosive, the Beavers will have trouble winning games if they don't get more out of their running attack. Sophomore Malcolm Agnew led the Beavers with 419 rushing yards last season. He'll get first crack at being the featured back again. Only 2 starters returning along an offensive line that struggled in 2011, but Riley believes the boys up front will do a better job of blocking this year. He's excited about freshman Isaac Sumalo, who could step right into a starting role at tackle. The stop unit ranked 7th in the Pac-12 in both total and scoring defense last season with 30.8 points and 411.1 yards allowed per game. Its biggest downfall was run defense. It finished dead last in the league in that category, giving up 196.8 yards per game on the ground. Getting better against the run starts on the interior, where Riley is demanding better play from Andrew Sumalo among others. The Beavers also need Castro Masanier to make a full recovery from a broken leg that kept him out of spring ball. Oregon State is solid at defensive end with Dylan Wynn and Scott Crichton, who had 6 sacks last season, the most of any returning player. It is also in good shape at linebacker with returning starters Fedi Unga and Michael Doctor. Safety Anthony Watkins, the team's top returning tackler, and cornerback Jordan Poyer, who led the squad with 4 interceptions in 2011, anchor a quality secondary. Now for my Pac-12 prediction. I have Oregon State picked to finish last in the North Division. Oregon State managed 3 Pac-12 wins in 2011 against the likes of Arizona, Washington State, and Washington. I believe it will be hard-pressed to do any better than that this season. The Beavers should be better than they were a season ago, but so should every other team on their conference schedule. They went 1-5 in road contests last season, and every away game figures to be a challenge again. They should beat Nicholls State in the opener, and I like their chances in home games against Washington State and Arizona State as well, but they will likely be an underdog against everyone else.